If you are tired of being treated like an option, then once you know what I'm about to share with you today, you will never be anyone's option again. People don't fall for how you look. People don't fall for how you look. People don't fall for how you look. People fall for how you make them feel about themselves. People crave people who value themselves, who are willing to walk away rather than chase someone back for someone to stay. When you have self-worth and confidence in who you are, that alone hits deeper than looks ever could. You will see the moment you realize how to control your energy, you stop becoming an option and you start to become someone they cannot replace. You will become unforgettable and irreplaceable. When you master how to emotionally detach, what you are doing, you are changing your internal dialogue, your internal script of the one who's the option, the chaser, to the one who has taken their power back, to yourself. And this is actually what I'm going to be sharing in a post too with an incredible client. You see, without even thinking about his specific person anymore, he stopped chasing, he stopped reacting, and he fully embodied his worth. And within a few months of this transformation, the person he had been fixated on naturally began to pursue him, drawn to his confidence and energy rather than his appearance or actions. His old identity of low self-esteem had been completely rewritten, and all through the Healed Heart Blueprint. He learned how to emotionally detach. He recognized that he did have, in fact, intrinsic value, and he was able to hold steady this energy. And this isn't manipulation. It was a natural effect of holding his power and embodying who he truly was. You see, the program gave him the tools and the structure and the guidance to permanently rewire his subconscious patterns through the root of the inner child, no longer reacting to inconsistencies and to fully step into his worth. You see, the Healed Heart Blueprint, it doesn't just change external results, it transforms your nervous system. It recalibrates your nervous system. It clears these old patterns that are so familiarly ingrained, you don't even realize that they're there. It clears these patterns that you have become a prisoner to, and you empower yourself. You become empowered, no longer being treated as an option. And just like my client, and anyone who's ready to do the inner work can experience this profound shift, stop settling, and finally attract, naturally magnetize from a place of alignment, confidence, and self-worth. When you see your worth, when you know your value from your core, when you are one of these human beings that knows that you are enough, whole and complete, just as you are, with or without, no one can play you. No one can treat you like an option. Nobody can ghost you. Nobody can show up inconsistently, and it doesn't matter if they don't respond to you in a timely manner. All these things don't bother you anymore because you know who you are. You don't cheat, you don't chase, you don't beg, you don't stress, you don't get anxious over it because you know your own power. You stop reacting. You don't react anymore when you know who you are. Yes, you have healthy boundaries. Yes, you speak your truth. That when you realize that you don't need to prove your worth, no matter what the other person is doing, no matter what manipulative tactic they're using, whether it's silence, ghosting, distancing themselves, or creating confusion, when you don't react to that, they don't have power over you. And here's a huge truth bomb I want to share with you. You can't think your way out of this alone. This is buried deep in your nervous system and identity. You can't become someone else's priority without first becoming your own. You can't hold on to old versions of yourself and have low self-worth and expect someone to see your new value that's just been deeply buried, the value that has just been deeply buried. So if you are done chasing, if you are done with low self-esteem, and if you are ready to attract differently, no longer being the option, then check out the Healed Heart Blueprint, link below or in my bio, because it gets to the root, which is the bigger problem, the root of why you keep showing up in the world less than your true self. And here's a bit about me. I have lived this, I have chased, I've doubted, I've let people's inconsistencies affect my whole entire self-esteem, self-worth. I felt the heartbreak, the rejection, the frustration, but I learned how to flip the power back to myself. And now this is what I guide you all to do. The same, step by step, without losing yourselves. And here's another truth bomb. People don't fall for how you look. Remember that. They fall for how you make them feel. So if you can control your energy, your confidence, your presence, you become irreplaceable and unforgettable. Not by trying harder, but by fully stepping into yourself. You are enough. Claim that below. You are complete. You are unshakable. Claim that below. Your value is inherent, and anyone who can't see it doesn't get to affect your life or your energy anymore. Because as long as you see it, that's enough. So here's my question to you. Why are you still choosing to settle? Why are you still allowing heartbreak, inconsistency, and frustration to define your worth? And why are you still being the option instead of the priority? And once you know this, once you start to unpick this, you'll never allow yourself to be an option again. And this is how you become irreplaceable, unforgettable, radiating a magnetism and a confidence that's off the scale. And when you fully embody your value, your energy, and your presence, people don't chase you. They are naturally drawn to your confidence, your power, and the truth of who you are. It's natural, it's magnetism. Everything that you've been craving, unshakable confidence, love, that feels effortless, clarity, abundance is already inside you. And the only thing stopping you is continuing to play small, react, or chase what doesn't serve you. So the Healed Heart Blueprint is here to guide you to the very root of your inner child wounds and unconscious patterns, so you can safely, gently, and permanently step into calm, clarity, and consistent self-worth. No more chasing, imagine that. No more begging, no more forcing, no more being treated as an option, taken for granted, ridiculed. This stops now. This stops now. You release these painful cycles of behavior, thinking, and an identity that is keeping you in a loop and blocking you from seeing your true worth and value and receiving safely now what you truly desire to experience. And with my client, like now, he can finally show up feeling whole enough, complete and worthy, with or without his specific person or the love. And this is what it feels like to come home to yourself for good. Freedom is the Healed Heart Blueprint, because it permanently rewires your identity. And when you are committed to the inner work, you will learn how to hold your power without pushing anyone away naturally, releasing these old traumatic childhood patterns and being able to accept and fully embody peace in your life and consistency now as a norm. No more chaos, no more option, no more inconsistencies. So if you'd like to find out more about the Healed Heart Blueprint, please click the link below this video or in my bio. And as always, you guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. And don't forget to claim your affirmation in the comments below. And as always, I will be back very, very soon.